a vision of what that feels like.
All right, man. All right, so let's move on to the next team, boys. Number 12, we got Teamy Kawada and Gorka, and these guys, I am rooting for them. I am rooting for them heavily. They are from, I think, Russia and Ukraine. And because of that, politics, I guess, right? I don't even know what you would describe it, but they are not allowed to play in any Activision sanctioned stuff due to, like, I don't even think it's Activision, it's like the US, right? So they're looking right now to be, they're looking to become citizens from, I don't know where they're thinking about moving, so that way they can compete. But dude, these guys are some of the most passionate motherfuckers I've ever met in my life, bro. Immediately after their Sunday gameplay, or Saturday gameplay, they went and wrote down a whole map of where everybody lands. Went to everybody's VODs and made a map on where people land on Rebirth and where they land on Area 99, and they were studying it on stream. On stream, these guys. And I'm like, bro, these guys don't even ever get an opportunity to ever play. They are literally banned from competing in Activision stuff just because of where they live, right? And they get an opportunity like this to play in this, and now they're crazy. And now they take that opportunity and they're trying to make the most of it. So I have a soft spot for these guys. They've been sitting in 12th, 40 points. I mean, guys, if we look at top 14 right now, right, 28 points. If we times 3 that, because it's 3 weeks, we're looking at around 90 points to qual. So technically speaking, you have a good day in even one of these, and you qual, like hypothetically, right? But it's way easier said than done. Way easier said than done, man.
The other thing about like that team, this is one of those squads I'm gonna be really curious once we get to more of the regional qualifiers and stuff, because this reminds me of the I guess what you want to call them, Falcons 2, original Falcons. I don't know what we're actually calling them now, with Hamoud and co. But like, you know, nobody really expected them to be good, and then they fried the EMEA qualifier because they were kind of finally somewhat playing on ping. So it's like the guys are getting reps, taking fights against some of the best in the world on 200 ping, and then we're either going to get, you know, to a regional qualifier where they're going to feel like they're shooting on land when they're finally on like 80, you know, like they're going to be feeling completely different. And then if they get to land, that's a team that you also have to look out for as well, because then they also have that advantage that's there. So I'll be really curious when we get kind of closer to the regionals, that like how this squad will do, seeing how much work they're putting in now, having to play at such a disadvantage.
I hope they pop off, bro. I'm rooting for them 100%.
They feel like a team that we're going to make a documentary about one day. Like, no doubt all of us here have got DMs from Teamy being like, yo, I want to play. How do I play? And like, we're going to look back on those one day and be like that this team that was technically banned from the World Series has somehow gotten, and like, if they get to global finals, like, yo, Shawston, let me hit you up and find out exactly how much you cost, because we got to talk about this, like, for sure. But like, dude, like, it's insane. Like, again, we talked about this last time. Many of us would have just been like, all right, that game's not for me, find something else. Not only that as well, they've got like the 6th highest average placing. So they're nearly a top 5 placing team on Resurgence against the best teams in the world. They stepped up a little bit in terms of kills. Top 10. What a story this is already looking. Like, I don't know if they fall into my region technically. If they do, then hell yeah, brothers, come on in. But like, then we're all having beers in the next finals. But like, I mean, if they get there, regardless, I hope everyone in this community is absolutely there to cheer them on.
For sure. Yeah, I'm rooting for them, man. They're good. They seem like good peoples too. All right, let's move on to top number 11 now. This next one,